May it please the heavens that the reader, bold and temporarily ferocious, get through these dark and poisonous pages without losing his way, since if he doesn't apply a rigorous logic and a tautness of mind, at least equivalent to his mistrust, the emanations of this book will permeate his soul as water permeates sugar. Consequently, shrinking soul, turn on your heels and go back, not forward. Listen carefully to what I say. Turn on your heels and go back and not forward.
You lie in bed at night and hear the dogs barking. You can hide under the blankets, but you've no need to be afraid of them, because like you and me, and other human beings like us, they have an insatiable thirst to live without boundaries.
And since that time I've respected the dead woman's wish. Why can't I satisfy this need for the infinite? I am the son of a man and a woman, or so they told me, but I thought I was something more. Besides, what's it matter to me where I come from? I'd prefer to be the son of a tiger or a female shark. Maybe then I'd be less savage. And yet I'm not the victim of some bizarre, rabid disease. It's me. Why can't I stop myself thinking just for a moment?
Maldoror was good during his early childhood, when he lived happily. Then he realized that he was born evil. What extraordinary insight. For as long as he could, he hid his real self. But when a child at a boarding school is controlled year after year, each year seeming like a century, from morning to night, night to the following morning, by ignorant and unenlightened people that constantly observe him, he feels the fierce burning of intense hatred rising inside him until he's about to explode. From the moment he was thrown into this prison, he was unable to sleep. During the days, his thoughts soared beyond the walls, until the moment came when he escaped or found himself expelled. No longer able to cope with his life, he threw himself resolutely into a life of evil.
What fun it was. You see, I'm cruel. Cruel.
Killer. Killer.
What have you done?
I prefer you to him.
What's the matter?
I don't know how to laugh.
He says that he doesn't know how to laugh.
It's very difficult to learn how to laugh.
It's your fault he doesn't know how to laugh.
I'll admit to my faults, but don't weigh me down with my vileness as well. The old philosopher burst into laughter when he saw an ass eat a fig. I didn't find it funny. Didn't find it funny when I saw an ass eat a fig. I didn't even find it funny when I saw a tapeworm eat a man. My reasoning at times does come up against the rattle and hum of madness, the external appearance of which is merely the grotesque. Though certain philosophers will have it that it is difficult to tell the difference between the sad man and the happy man, given that life itself is but a tragic comedy or a comic tragedy.
I can't stop laughing.
Then let it be sad laughter. Laugh by all means, but cry at the same time. If you can't cry with your eyes and cry with your mouth, if even this proves impossible, then urinate. For I warn you, some kind of liquid will be necessary to counteract the dryness that laughter contains.
Is it possible you're still breathing? So you don't want to die then, my charming son?
For my part, I refrained from the temptation of taking pleasure in this excessively curious spectacle.
My mother, one night, she called me to her room.
Get undressed. You're going to spend the night with me. In my bed. Damn you! Damn you! Damn you!
I lulled myself into the hope of a reward from her if I'd managed to get you to use your body to satisfy her.
It was their decision to punish me, as you saw.
I told them what had happened, and I wouldn't leave the hospital until they promised to give the poor wretch all the care and attention that he needed. Who can understand how two lovers, who only the day before idolized each other, can separate over a misinterpreted word stinging with hatred, revenge, love, and remorse, never seeing each other again, each one encased in his own solitary pride? And why is it that man simultaneously relishes and abhors not only the tragedies of mankind in general, but also those of his most dear friends? Throughout the centuries, man has believed himself to be beautiful. I suspect that he believes in his beauty only out of pride, because he isn't really beautiful at all, and he suspects this himself. If he didn't, then why would he regard his fellow beings with such scorn? That's why the little wild boars of humanity have so much trust in one another and aren't just egoists. Psychology still has a long way to go. The time has come to return to brutal mankind. Be brave. Let's make a superhuman effort and, with a sense of duty, fulfill our destiny in this earth.
Because of my innate cruelty, which I'm unable to control, I'll suppress you all. Suffer not, little children. I won't condemn you. You've taken your road and I've taken mine. Both similar, both depraved. You've done me too much harm. I paid you back for it, but innocently. Birds of a feather must stick together. Look at me, worms. Looking at your squalid little lives below.
Let's pray that his birth won't prove disastrous for the country.
And say,
that since he was a child, he has been oppressed with a kind of madness.
Others believe it to be a kind of extreme and instinctive violence which he's afraid of. That's what caused his parents to die.
Others insist that it stems from a nickname given to him when he was young. He never recovered from that. His storm pride saw this as a clear proof of man's savagery to fellow man.
They also talk about his horrible nightmares, which cause blood to gush forth from his mouth and ears.
They call him the vampire. I can't breathe. What's wrong? I can't breathe. Can't breathe. What's happening?
I don't know.
What can we do?
I don't know.
Good evening, gravedigger. Seems to me you'd benefit from a little chat. Curiosity was born with the universe.
Whoever you are, pal, I've got to get it ready by tomorrow morning. So beat it.
How can you carry on digging graves for other people, gravedigger, when you yourself are going to end up in one? Who will dig your grave, gravedigger? Tell me, what happens to all these corpses you put to rest? What'll happen to you? You are weak. I am strong. Let us trade places. If my work isn't up to scratch, you can advise me accordingly.
Never forget that God put us on this earth for one reason only: to suffer.
What are you doing? All right, then. Follow your heart's desires.
My God. He's human, after all. I can't believe it. What sort of creature are you? What sort of creature?
Now, you may undress me and cover me with earth.
Say, what is this, some kind of sick joke?
Yes, how right you are. A sick joke.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, that's right. Get me out of this cemetery.
I'll help you. Come on. You're exhausted. Are you all right?
I thank you for your kindness, gravedigger. Observe, if you will, these dark mysteries by which a human being disappears from the earth as easily as a fly without a hope of returning. One day you'll be nothing more than that dog. You must be powerful. So it's you, Toad? Fat Toad, wretched Toad? So tell me, Toad, what's the reason for this injustice on Earth? So who are you?
What's the matter?
I was in Norway, in the Faroe Islands. Look, it astonishes me that the rope he's chosen is so strong and sound. That rope I see is a clear example of human goodness, and I can't believe my eyes. Whoever made it could have made little defects, so it would break and plunge the climber into the sea.
Let go of these thoughts which are making your heart as arid as a desert.
Yes, it was you who created the world and everything in it. You are perfect.
You are perfect.
You are mighty, as everyone knows.
You are mighty, as everyone knows.
May the entire universe sing your eternal hymn throughout time.
With these origins, you'll be amazed at how I turned out. Where does this profound revulsion for everything that's human come from?
Maldoror.
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 Did you say? He's dead.
Go on, pedal, hurry, go on, son, quick, 1, 2, get up there, go on, yeah, go on, Malby, hip, hooray, go on, Mado, be careful. Understood.
He understood.
He grows more beautiful and innocent every time I see him.
What a divine young boy.
He breathes intelligence and goodness.
Look at his eyes. They look like those of an angel.
But sadly, no. The happy roses of adolescence were not to flourish forever. And then it dawned on me. The universe didn't live up to its expectations. I heard a sound.
Goodbye.
Lombana, I didn't stop observing you, while my face showed the same indifference as the other passengers.
Stupid, idiotic race! Stupid, idiotic race! You'll regret such behavior! I am telling you! You'll regret it!
Whoever you are, defend yourself. I see you want to make us believe you're beautiful, but no one really is, least of all me. I'm telling you this so you don't take me for a fool. You are listening to me carefully, aren't you? If you take a close look at my features, you'll recognize me as your respected disciple in perversity, not as your daunting rival. The nightmare of the temporary loss of memory. It's not the first time I've failed to recognize my own image. Every little man lives like a savage beast in his little lair, rarely going out to find his fellow man who is also crouching in another lair. Man's great universal family is a utopia, worthy only of the most mediocre logic. What were you thinking about, little fella?
I was thinking about heaven.
It's enough just thinking about Earth.
I prefer heaven to earth.
I don't. Since heaven, like Earth, has been made by God, you can be sure you'll find the same nasty things up there as you do down here. If one of your friends were to insult you, wouldn't you perhaps be glad to kill him?
You're not allowed to.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Be the strongest and the cleverest.
I'm too young to be the strongest.
Then be the cleverest. When the shepherd boy David struck the giant Goliath in the forehead with a stone from a sling, it was only because of his cunning that he beat his opponent. Would you like to be rich and famous?
Yes, but I'd like to get them by other means.
But as you wait, others will leapfrog over you and get there before you, and there'll be no room left there for you. For example, have you heard people speak about the glory to be won at war?
Yes.
And yet a lot of blood is shed, a lot of blood, in order to get it. Without corpses, there wouldn't be wars, and without wars, there wouldn't be glory. The end justifies the means. The love of glory justifies everything. If, in adulthood, it is so difficult to master our desires, precariously balanced as they are between good and evil, what must it be like for a mind so inexperienced? I hope to heaven that being with his mother will calm this sensitive soul. I'm looking for a soul like mine, but I haven't managed to find one. Yet I can't stay alone. I need someone that approves my character, that has the same ideas as mine. You can sit down if you want. I see goodness and justice in your heart. We won't be able to live together, though. Sooner or later, you'd regret having given your love to me, because you don't know my soul. Not that I'd be unfaithful. Never. When a girl trustingly and completely gives herself to me, I'd all the more completely and trustingly give myself to her. But bear this in mind and never forget it. Wolves and lambs don't gaze sweetly at each other. If only man could achieve happiness in this earth. I don't know how to cry. I've always suppressed my suffering.
What the hell is it that I need when with such disgust I reject all the more beautiful aspects of this humanity?
Can you tell me what time it is?
or don't have a watch. No, don't flaunt yourself at me. In a moment of distraction, I could grab your arms, twist them, and break them.
I think her mother struck her because she was not plying her trade skillfully enough. Maybe she was only a child, and in that case, the mother is ever more guilty.
Why have you chosen to be by yourself?
She's crazy.
Completely.
Frick, you belong in a madhouse. You hear that? In the madhouse.
She spoke to them with so much feeling and intelligence, laying bare the dignity of her soul, that her aggressors
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Excuse me.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
When I see a man and woman walking together, my body feels as if it's splitting in two, with each half going to embrace them. That's why I avoid mixing with either men or women. I'm excessively modest because I feel like a monster. Well, this keeps me from giving myself to anyone. I'd feel perverse I'd feel as if I'd be perverting others. So, I lock myself away in my own love. Goodbye.
Sleep on, hermaphrodite. Sleep peacefully. Maybe one day I'll tell your story. I want to find the courage. Do you remember the halcyon days of your youth, when all you wanted to know about were pleasure palaces? The bitter excesses of disillusionment. Do you remember?
Yeah. We're both getting older, aren't we? Those were sad memories for you, weren't they? You can't let them go. Won't let them go.
I feel like my soul is locked inside my body. But enough whinging. I've received life as a wound, and I haven't allowed suicide to heal the scar. I've entered the pig's body. I no longer belong to humanity. What a joy! Reverting to my original form caused me a lot of grief. How many times after that dream I've mixed with herds of pigs.
Hold, sir.
I thought you were so rational and strong. I do hope you won't cause me such grief again, and I, for my part, will promise never to take my life. Homer! Take it away. He was 14. I was only a year older. We were friends a long time ago. It was a friend from a long time ago, I think. The superiority of my physical strength. His blonde hair. Take it away! He was weaker. He was the weaker. Maldoror. Homer. I'm not dreaming. I don't remember it clearly. Maybe I'm just mistaking a dream for a memory. I do not acknowledge this ambiguous morality in myself. I want to reside in my own intimate thoughts. Autonomy. Otherwise, I might as well turn myself into a hippopotamus. To see one's own intellect at the mercy of some sacrilegious stranger's hands. A pitiless scalpel prodding relentlessly at the sleep-befuddled brain. And our door is left open to the wild curiosity of the celestial bandit. If I exist, I don't want to be another being. My body is nothing more than a breathing cadaver, and these sheets nothing more than shrouds.
Every night, at the hour when sleep has reached its highest degree of intensity, an old spider listens carefully. When it's ascertained that silence reigns, be careful. One night you'll wake me up, and with a final effort, I'll break the spell and crush you. Yet I vaguely remember having given you permission. Who's going to untangle my confused memories? I hope this will be your last supper, insect. And you can bring down the curtain on my frail performance. Death brings happiness.
What do you remember about a sinner's face and that man, Reginald? Are his features still engraved in your mind? Let let me remind you about an episode from the past.
Don't even try to move.
He who loved you deeply was the first one of us to whom you would concede your love. But your harshness would often make him suffer. He would do his best to keep you from complaining. Not even an angel could have succeeded. One day.
Let's go for a swim.
Yeah?
Hey, look!
He never wanted to tell what really happened.
Later on, you resolved to redeem yourself, your guilt, by choosing another friend. A vain hope. Elsinore, he saw you for the very first time.
Now kneel down, prepare to die.
That betrayal gave me the desire to look for death. I conquered glory on enemy battlefields, sowing the seeds of destruction in the enemy ranks. One day, Reginald. Reginald, having fallen prey to the deepest depression, had also joined the army. But your name was not pronounced. From that day on, you were metamorphosized as one spider to come every night and suck your throat.
So what is the difference between good and evil? Are they perhaps one single entity, shades and ghosts in our search for the infinite? Or are they two diverse things? Maybe like the cat that tortures its prey, I committed this crime instinctively, independently of my reasoning. In any case, I suffered as much as my victim.
Maldoror. Maldoror. Wake up. Wake up. The magnetic enchantment, which has aggravated your cerebral spinal system, is now gone.
He's waiting that the morning will bring the slightest comfort for his troubled heart. Some other day, I shall resume the final part of this story.